on the original live video. It just has some technical difficulties I had to work out. That's why I took down the previous video. But this is the actual live video, previous video. But this is the actual live video if you're watching on the replay or you're watching it live. This is the real one, so it is what it is. Look, take two. What's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here for a late Tuesday night video right here on the Peter fucking Gilmore channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit the subscribe button in my fucking pants. Come on. Down there, in my pants, otherwise known as the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. Don't forget to tap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn fucking thing. And share the video all over the internet. And like I said, like the video, stick that thumb straight up, you know whose ass. And that's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And we'll move on from there. We'll move on. All right. On this late Tuesday night, September the 13th, 2022, if you're watching now from somewhere else, it's September 14th, 2022. Already the freaking middle of September already. Cheese and rice. But yeah, time flies when you're having fun. Pretty soon we'll be at the end of the year. But it is what it is. But anyway, on this late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, wherever you may be, whenever you're watching this, hope you had a great Tuesday, everybody. It was pretty nice here in the Northeast today. Nice. It was a little bit cloudy this morning, then the sun came out, brightened the day. And that's pretty much it. I had a pretty damn good day. Went to the Cyclones game today, the Brooklyn Cyclones. Game 1 of the North Division, North Division Championship game, or the North Championship game, whatever it's called, the South Atlantic League Championship, not the championship game, but in the North Division, I guess, or the North, whatever it is. I don't know what the name of the division is, but anyway, it's game 1 of the best of 3 for the north side of the South Atlantic League, pitting the Brooklyn Cyclones, who won the North Division, against the wildcard team, I guess, the Aberdeen Ironbirds, who I believe are the Baltimore Orioles minor league team. So, Cyclones won the division by 2 games over the Hudson Valley Renegades. Those Yankees! Ha! Yeah, Hudson Valley's now, Renegades are the now, what used to be the Staten Island Yankees, in that other league, the Double A League, well, the New York Penn League, which is now non-existent, thank the Lord. Now it's the single A, or the South Atlantic League, I guess they're calling it now. I don't know why they call it South Atlantic, or it's called the Southern Atlantic. I don't know what it's called. It's called the SAL, let's put it that way. So the Cyclones, who really didn't play great early in the year, then it just got red hot. Right around July and August, they were just red hot. And then this past week, they were going back and forth with Hudson Valley for first place, and the Cyclones went on a big, humongous run and won the North Division earlier this weekend, or a couple of days before the weekend, and just cruised to the North Division title. They won the division by 2 games over Hudson Valley. Aberdeen was 3rd. I'm surprised they didn't face Hudson Valley. Kind of weird, but okay. Well, we can move on from there. Maybe Hudson Valley wins. Well, I don't know. I don't know how the playoffs worked, but it's the championship game. Suppose that's what they're saying. It's the championship game. Or the playoffs, at least the playoffs. I don't know what round we're in, because it's a new league. I'm trying to learn because I've been, with the Cyclones since they were in the New York Penn League, and with those playoffs, it was just 2 rounds. It was just really 2 rounds, the playoff round and then the championship round. So we're in the playoff round, I would say. Let's just say that. But anyway, I'm probably confusing myself and you, so I apologize. So Cyclones are played the Aberdeen Ironbirds tonight at Keyspan Park, or now known as Maimonides Park. Stupid name. And they came out smoking red hot. And it was a special game. Good seats. Well, not that many people there. Not that many. I would say a few hundred to a couple thousand maybe were there. Usually for a playoff game in Coney Island, should be a lot more fans than there were tonight. I don't know. Maybe it was just Tuesday night. I don't know. But not that many fans. And they have motion that if you buy tickets, you get a free, you get a free hot dog, a hamburger, or chicken tenders and fries, and a nice 16-ounce drink, fountain drink, with your ticket. And those stupid idiots at, Maimonides Park, the dumb owners of the Cyclones, guess they forgot about that. I didn't get there till about 6:15. Game started at 6:30. I got there late because the trains were like a mess. What else is new? In New York City, Brooklyn, especially the MTA. Fuck the MTA! But anyway, in any event, I got there. I got a free bobblehead. Where's my bobblehead? Where the hell did I put my bobblehead? Crap. Did I leave it out? I hope I didn't leave it when I don't want to leave it. Left it. Give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry for that. Couldn't find it in my room because I put it under a whole bunch of shit. But anyway, yeah. So, a Cyclone story. So, anyways, like I said, I got there about 6:25. I go in, they scan my ticket, blah blah blah, and I go right in, and the surf squad or the cheerleaders or whatever you want to call them, they're right there, and they were giving out bobbleheads, or just the shit they left over from all the other promotions that nobody cared to go to or didn't give a lot of shit away. So I was surprised I got this one, but I thought I was gonna get maybe Jacob deGrom or the Grominator, but actually this might be like an unboxing almost. So I got a free bobblehead of the man, the polar bear, Pete Alonso. There you go. Oops, can I get it in the shot? Yes, I can. There you go. The man is better than Aaron Judge, and you know it. Doesn't take steroids to hit home runs. So there you go. Pete Alonso bobblehead. Go nicely on my wall with my other bobbleheads. Well, I only have one here. I have break everything. My Dr. Evil bobblehead. Oh, evil. That's Rose, by the way. I have an Aussie bobblehead, but it's at my parents' house. I have to pick that up. But yeah, surprisingly, I got a Pete Alonso bobblehead for free. It is what it is. So I got that, and like I said, they had a special promotion. It was supposed to be free hot dog, hamburger, or chicken tenders, fries, and a Coke or a drink, whatever drink you want, 16-ounce drink. Blah blah. I didn't have to pay for it, so I'm glad I didn't have to pay for food, because food is expensive at those places, especially if you go to the Met game. But anyway, I digress. So yeah. I get up the stairs, because you have to go up the stairs and everything, go into the stadium, And I get there, and there's a humongous line. Humongous! I'm looking around, there's usually other concession stands open. I'm looking around like everything's closed. I'm like, what the fuck? What happened? What happened? And I'm online, I'm waiting. The game's about to start in like 15 minutes. I'm like, I'm gonna be watching the game from the concession stand. What the fuck? So, like, other people online, I'm like looking back. I'm like, the line is going right back to the concession stands on this side. They're not even open, by the way. The only thing that was open was a team store. Where you can buy, Mets and Cyclone shirts. Blah, 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 blah. So, I finally got my food. I got chicken tenders, fries, and a nice 16-ounce Coke. Because I don't have Pepsi. They used to have Pepsi there. They don't have Pepsi no more because Pepsi's not the sponsor of the Mets anymore. Why? I don't know. Because as we all know, when you drink Pepsi, you know what happens. You make the girls go, "Oh, shit!" But when you drink Coke, not so much. You make the girls go, "Oh, shit!" That's it. Pretty much. But anyway, I did sit down until the second inning. But it's okay. It's okay. I can hear everything. I can see some of it. But like I said, wasn't that many people there. And so Cyclones came out. First guy on the Ironbirds comes up, hits a bomb to right field, and he gets to third base. So a leadoff triple. So I'm like, uh-oh, we're in trouble now. And then the pitcher, I forgot what his name is, Luis Moreno, I think his name is, struck out the side. I was like, holy shit. This might be a good game. Struck out the side, left the guy on third base. Good. Then in the bottom of the first, the Cyclones get a couple guys on, score a run, make it 1-0. And then the Ironbirds come back. They hit a home run to tie the game. We didn't stop. Fluster the Luis Moreno, who pitched a damn good game. 7 innings, great pitching performance by Luis. And after he gave up that run, nothing else. Nothing really much. Maybe a hit here and there, but not much. But the Ironbirds play like the Mets from like 1962. 4 errors. Horrible. And the Cyclones bats from 1 to 9 just woke up. Hey, they should play for the Mets. Well, they might be. Future Mets, who knows. But they came out hitting like machine. They have a guy named Matt Riddick, not Matt Riddle, Matt Riddick. Two bombs tonight. 2 bombs. And then another guy, I don't know if I think he's the designated hitter, Joe Swazi, not Joe Causey, who's a radio legend here in New York, or was. Joe Swazi hits a bomb, and then he hit another one in the, I think it was the 7th or the 8th inning. He hits one to deep right field, and he's just zooming around the bases. By the time he got around near second base, the guy who was on first base was already at third base. And he's like, guy's going to here. He's like right here. Like, he's going to pass him. And the first guy scored. And then the coach for the Cyclones is waving him in. I'm like, what are you doing? I think it was nobody out. So I'm like, okay, you can play fire with fire. You're up by like 6 runs anyway. So he's waving Joe Swazi, I can't pronounce his name. Joe Swazi home. And I'm like, slide, you idiot! And the second baseman threw it home. I thought it was going to be a dead duck. And he threw it way over the catcher's head. He slides in with, we thought, a 2-run inside the park home run. I'm like, holy shit! The fans are going nuts. I'm like, the dude's like passing him. I was like, I never saw it before. I mean, he was like on fire. Like I got shit coming out of his ass or something like that. Like zoom. And luckily for him, that he didn't get thrown out. He scored the run, okay. But he got thrown out. It's okay. We score 1 run. It's 1 out. What did you goddamn do? It would have been 7-1. But he scored because of the error on the second baseman. They had, like I said, 4 errors on the Ironbirds tonight. They play like shit, so. But in any event, Cyclones win Game 1 of the North Championship Series. Game 2, Thursday night in Aberdeen, Maryland. And we'll see if the Cyclones can close it out, win the North Championship, and go on to the World Series. Oh, well, the minor league version of the World Series. Which is the championship game. Against who? Whoever wins the South. It could be Rome. It could be whoever plays in that division. So we'll see. We'll see what happens Thursday night. I think Game 3, if necessary, will be Friday night. So hoping the Cyclones can end this Thursday night. Bring the championship games. Might be 2 games. Who knows? Home to Brooklyn. I could go to 1 game next week. Depending on what game it is. Could be Game 1, Game 2, or Game 3. Depending on what Game 1 is. If it's in Brooklyn, I'm definitely going. Most likely going. If it's Game 2, and then Game 3, if necessary, in Brooklyn, I would probably be going to Game 2. I don't know about Game 3 yet. But we'll see. But tickets are very, not very expensive, but very cheap. But hopefully they don't do that fucking promotion again where you get free food. Because that line was massive. Think anybody who came like at 7 o'clock, they were still there by the end of the game. That is just bad management by the Cyclone staff. But what can you expect from the Mets? But it is what it is. Good game tonight. I'm happy. And I had a good time with a couple of friends, and that's it. So we'll see what happens with that. As far as the big league Mets, the big Mets, the adult Mets, boy, did they dropped a stinker tonight. Oy, oy, oy. 16 games against teams under 500. How many have they won? 5. On a 16-game stretch. Horrible. They lose 2 or 3 to the fucking Washington Nationals, the worst fucking team in their fucking division. And now they're about to get swept by the fucking Cubs. I mean, last night Bassett couldn't even. I mean, he just laid a stinker. He's good, he's bad. He's good, he's bad. It's like Taijuan Walker. Jekyll and Hyde. And then tonight we had the Grominator on the mound. Not his best stuff, but still, no fucking run support for this guy. I mean, seriously. Can we get some run support for the guy? Oh yeah, we got 11 runs from him in Pittsburgh, and then nothing tonight. 2 stinking runs. Actually, 1 stinking run. And that was Alonso with a bomb in the 9th inning. Did it matter? No. Because it was 4-0, and he hits a 445-foot home run. Big fucking whoop. This team, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this team. Every second half, they stink. It feels like 2019 all over again. It feels like 2021 all over again. They get red hot, and then August comes, September comes, and then it's too late. So they lose another one, 4-1 tonight. It sucks they can't get run support for Jacob deGrom or Max Scherzer. It's like the best pitchers they cannot get run support for. Why? Every year since 2014. I mean, are you guys tired from scoring 20 runs in Florida last week? I guess so. I guess so. This is the second series they lost. They're probably going to lose tomorrow night because I don't even know who's pitching tomorrow. Was Max Scherzer is doing a simulated game or a rehab start in Syracuse and probably won't be coming back till next week sometime. I don't know if he's going to pitch that Milwaukee series or he's pitching the series after that. I think he comes off the disabled list on Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I should say. Or no, when's the 19th? I think he comes off on Monday. I think, and Marte's going to be coming off the DL pretty soon. So that's two big pieces of the puzzle. Tyler McGill, had a rehab start tonight and stunk up the joint, 5 fucking runs. But he's going to be primarily in the bullpen. If he does that in the playoffs, hopefully he don't come in the playoffs, but we'll see. But yeah, even if the Mets are starting to get healthy again, Carrasco came back, pitched a great game this weekend. Well, early this week, I should say. Or whatever it was. He had a pretty good game, and he's starting to come back to form. Now, Walker is up and down, up and down, up and down. Jekyll and Hyde. His second half sucks since last year. Good first half, really shitty second half. He's not a second half pitcher. Send him away, please. I know people like the guy, but get him out. Take Lugo with you. And the rest of the bullpen. Garbage. But anyway, the Mets lose 4-1 tonight. The Braves won tonight, 5-1 over the Giants. So that 1.5 game lead is now cut to a half a game. Going into tomorrow, the Braves face the Giants at a day game, like a 3:45 start here in the Northeast. That's 12:30 San Francisco time. Mets got the night game, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully, they don't get swept. Actually, we can win at least. Salvage the series, get the game, and hopefully the Braves lose. We'll be back to 1.5. Then the Braves are off Thursday, and the Mets start a 4-game series against the Pirates. I'd love to take 3 or 4 from the Pirates before we go to Milwaukee and face the Brewers, who are not that great either, but, come on. Wake up! You're doing 3 weeks left of the season. Well, maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks left of the season, like 19, 20 some odd games. I mean, do you really want to win the division, or do you want to win the wild card and not get time off, so you don't have your best pitcher in the NLDS? And most likely you're facing either the Cardinals, hopefully not the Braves, the Phillies, or maybe the Padres or Brewers. Whoever wins that wild card. You really want that second seed in the playoffs. You don't want the 4th seed, because then you're going to have to do that fucking 1-game series, and then you have to go right into the division series with probably your second best pitcher, which will probably be Max Scherzer. I'd rather have the Mets win the division, get that time off, and then wait for whoever wins the wild card. And you got DeGrom and Scherzer rested on rest for game 1 of the division series. And then if you even get past whoever you face, you got the Dodgers unless they choke in the championship series. But I don't know. It seems like every year the Mets are like Jekyll and Hyde in August and September. And they can't do this 2 weeks left of the season. Against teams they should obliterate. Like the Pirates, like the Cubs, like the Brewers, like the Phillies. And then at the end of the season, we got the Braves, which could determine the division right there. Hopefully not. I really don't want to have it come down to September 29th, 30th, September 30th, October 1st and 2nd. I really don't, in Atlanta. I don't want that to happen. I don't want Atlanta to freaking win the division on their fucking home field. I'd rather have the Mets clinch in Citi Field, which they haven't done since Citi Field even was built. but it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, that's my rank for the night on New York Mets. So we'll see what happens tomorrow night while I'm watching NXT. And as far as the Yankees go, they're in Boston tonight, and it was 4-4 last time I checked. The Rays, I think, lost. They were losing 7-2 to to Toronto, and the Yankees had a 5.5 game lead, and it's they won last night, and they did. So they have a 6.5 game lead on Tampa Bay with a few games to play, about 2 weeks to play. So right now, Yankee fans, you can calm down. They were panicking when it was 3.5. Oh my God! Oh, we're panicking! Ah! What's going on? They want to get Aaron Hicks out, which they really should because he sucks. But it is what it is. Judgy Wudgy hit 56 tonight. Little steroid-using home run. What else is new with that fucking idiot? Hopefully he leaves the Yankees. That'll be nice. 56 home runs and he leaves. Bye! Just don't come to the Mets. We don't need your fucking ass. But knowing Stevie Cohen, I was like, hey, let's get Judge. Well, what are you gonna do with Nimmo? Gonna put him in right? What are you gonna do with Marte? Or you get Judge and you just make him a DH. And what do you do with Vogelback? What do you do with Alonso? I mean, you're gonna have to play with the DH. I mean, if you get Judge, you get Judgy Wudgy, he's gonna be your DH most of the time. And then if you give Nimmo a day off, you put him in center field. It's okay. Put him in center field, you put Alonso or Lindor or Marte or anybody in the DH spot. But I wouldn't get rid of Nimmo. Nimmo's having a monster year. Hopefully they re-sign him. But then again, I guess that might depend on Judge. But I think Judge stays with the Yankees. I have a feeling he'll stay with the Yankees. You know, Cashman or whoever does run the Yankees. Because if the Yankees don't win the World Series, I think Baboon is gone. Cashman's definitely gone. Whoever is the next GM, you better throw the book at him, at Judge. Judge might want $300 or more $1 million for a very long time. 10 years at max, but I don't think Uncle Stevie will give him 10 years. I mean, he gave Lindor, I think, 10 years. And Lindor's having he had a good year. Now he's starting to slump a little bit. Like the rest of the fucking Mets are. Slumping the last month and a half almost. Not a good time to slump. But, I don't know. It is what it is. So, anyway. So, yeah, the Yankees won 7-6. And, like I said, 6.5 game lead over the Tampa Bay Rays, who are still fighting for that wild card position between the Blue Jays and Seattle. And don't look now, but Tacos and his Orioles are coming in about 5.5. I don't know what they are now. Either a 4.5 or a 6. Who knows? But it's going to be a dogfight between Tampa Bay, Toronto, and Seattle to get that wild card. And right now the Yankees are sitting pretty in the second seed, so they'll probably get rest, definitely. Garrett Cole can pitch game 1 of the ALDS against who? I'm hoping Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay can rip them apart. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. And if God forbid, the Yankees make it to the ALCS, they better hope it's not they face Houston again. But Houston's having, it's been up and down this year anyway. So, it is what it is. So we'll see what happens as the playoffs are coming along about another 2.5 weeks. Anything can happen. We'll see what happens. That's it. All right. We'll talk for a half hour about baseball. We can do that on the show. But anyway, right now, at almost 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to get this done pretty quick. Not too quick, but we'll get there. because I'm getting tired and I have to go to work in the morning. Every early day of work because I gotta go to I have to go to physical therapy in the afternoon. So got a couple hours of work done. Really don't have I don't have to really go in tomorrow. I'm going anyway because I gotta make my money. You wish you had. So anyway, right now, it is time for your NXT 2.0 review for September the 13th, 2022 from Nickelodeon Studios at the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. All right, this is the 1 year anniversary of 2.0 since changing around from the black and gold to the multicolored version of NXT. Now that NXT UK is gone, this is the like I said, the now new look NXT 2.0. And I watched most of it. I'm watching it a little bit near the end. Watched it earlier, then I took a nap. Then I got back up and I ate a snack. Had to feed the wrestling kitty, blah 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 blah. But from what I read and looking on Twitter and people DMing me, is like, oh, you don't want to watch this show. I'm like, really? Why? It's like, good opening, bad end. Good opening, good ending. Rest of the show stunk. I'm like, okay. Now I'm watching most of it on DVR. But anyway, this show was bad. It was bad. After the cage match with the Yes Boys and the Creed Brothers for the NXT Tag Team belts, after that, garbage. This is supposed to be a 1 year anniversary show, mind you. Not like AEW when they have their anniversary show, which is very good. And they're coming up on their 4th year anniversary show, I think in October. A couple of weeks, actually, so we'll get that. But yeah, this show was garbage for most of the show. Unlike I said, the ending was good. A good North American title match with Carmelo Hayes and the fans' choice, which was Wesley, and then he got beat up, and then a certain someone, you know who. Put your fingers up, because we the ones, like the prophecy, we the ones. At the end, made NXT an actually show. But it looks like from what after the match, and they show that video with the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. I fucked a goat. Blame me, Chinetti. Because HBK now runs NXT. So they had that video at the end, narrated by HBK, showing the moments from NXT over the years and up to 2.0. And then they had the NXT 2.0 logo, and then it kind of faded into black and gold. Hunter and Sean and Stephanie and that idiot Nick Khan changing everything back to normal. I'm getting intrigued. I am getting excited. Because goodbye 2.0, welcome back NXT 1.0. Or can you call it NXT 3.0? But anyway, let's get into this show. Let's not waste any more time than I already wasted. But you're still watching my sexy ass. And masturbating at the same time. Just don't splash on me. Make sure you wipe after. Hope you have enough tissues and Jergens lotion. And for you ladies, you don't need that. Because you're coming in your panties, or if you're not wearing panties. but it is what it is. All right, so let's get into it. So we're from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida, and as always, our commentary team of that idiot that wears the jacket, Vic Joseph, and my good friend, yours and mine. Get in here, Wade. How you doing, Wade? Got anything to say? What's your name again? Bad news, Wade! Ballot! I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. Right on. Alright, so we got Vic Joseph and bad news, Wade Barrett on commentary at ringside, and start the show off with them. Welcome us to NXT 2.0. Like, hey Wade, it's our 1 year anniversary. Give me a hug. And Wade's like, fuck you, dude. Like, I'm touching you. Get the fuck away from me. Where's your hand been? Not in Mackenzie Mitchell's pants. But yeah, Wade's like, I don't want to hug you. Get away from me. You nasty bastard. But I digress. Alright, so we got that, and the cage is there. We get a little bit more history of NXT 2.0. Blah, 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 with some highlights. Blah, blah, we didn't really need that. But anyway. Alright, so then we go to the first match of the night, tag title match, the unified tag title match. We had the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus, taking on, my favorite tag team of right now. The Yes Boys, Pretty Deadly, Elton Prince and Kip Wilson. And those pretty ridiculous purple tights. Oy, oy, oy. Those pretty boys are going into a cage and not going to look so good after, but it is what it is. Alright, so this is a tornado tag, not even tornado tag, but 4 men in the ring. Object of the match is to win by pinfall, submission, or escape the cage. Traditional cage match. Usually. As always, no blood. But I digress. Anyway, so it's also with Pretty Deadly going right for the escape and quickly pulled down into some suplexes by the Creed brothers. And then Kip Wilson is sent into the cage. Ow! And then Elton Prince gets kneed right in the face a lot. Hurting that pretty face. Anyway, the Creeds have to cut them off again because they try to escape. Prince hits a middle rope code breaker to drop Julius. Very nice. Buddhist thing gets up and hits takes Wilson and powerbombs him into the cage. Ow. And then Prince and Brutus slug it out on top of the cage until Julius pulls Wilson down with a springboard Spanish fly. Joel Maxwell will be pleased with that. By the way, before he hit that, he looks at Wade back and goes, "Hey, Wade! Check this out!" And then he does the move. I was like, oh, wow. And Wade's like, oh, I didn't like that. You have to show me up, asshole. Sorry, my allergies are acting up now. Anyway, alright, we go to break. We come back with the champs double superplexing Julius from the top of the cage. That was nice. Then Pretty Deadly go up. Julius pulls him back again. Brutus then hits the Creed bomb, which looked like kind of like I thought they were going for a double Doomsday device. Well, Brutus, going for a double Doomsday device, but he kind of like twisted himself and like a battering ram almost. Knocks both the champs down, and then out of nowhere, Damon Kemp comes out, the man that turned on the Creed brothers at besides and then Roddy at NXT Worlds Collide. Damon Kemp comes in, climbs the cage, and meets Julius at the top of the cage, and they're trying, Julius is trying to get Damon Kemp off the cage, and Damon Kemp has handcuffs, and somehow Julius gets handcuffed to the top of the cage, so he can't really do anything. So I'm like, oh, I guess who's gonna win? So Brutus has to make the save and basically go 2-on-1 with the Yes Boys. Brutus knocks Damien Kemp down eventually, but he's already handcuffed, so he can't do anything. So then the numbers game catches up to Brutus as the Yes Boys hit spilled milk and looked like they're about to win the match, but Brutus kicks out at 2! And then they just ram Brutus into the cage like 6,000 times, knocking him out. Then he hits spilled milk again. 1, 2, 3. They get the win in just under 15 minutes. And that's it. So the Yes Boys retain the unified tag team titles in a pretty decent match. Actually, on Twitter, I gave it 4 out of 5, so I'm going to go with that. 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was actually pretty damn good for a cage match. My ratings, my show. If you don't like it, fuck you. That's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on. Alright, so the Yes Boys are still the NXT Unified Tag Team Champions. And we'll see what happens with them next week. After the match, Damien Kemp was like, yes, oh yes, Smithers. No, sorry. Anyway, let me move on with that. Alright, then we go to the back with Mackenzie Mitchell. She has Wesley, Joe Gacy, creepy Joe Gacy, and Von Wagner with Robbie E. or Robert Stone. There, and they're waiting for the results of the fan vote to see who faces Carmelo Hayes for the North American title. So Wesley gets the fan vote, and he will take on Carmelo Hayes in the main event for the North American title, which doesn't please Von Wagner so much. He's pissed. And Joe Gacy says, "Oh, good luck there, Wesley. Go shake hand. Go do your thing." And Wesley's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go smoke some weed." And he leaves. I'm like, okay. And then he's like, okay. So Gacy says, "I'm not mad about it, but I got more important things to worry about." Okay. So we're gonna find out what Gacy has up his sleeve later with Cameron Grimes, but we'll move on. All right. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to a long video on the last year of NXT 2.0. You know, there's been a lot of good stuff here and there with NXT 2.0. You know, the creation of it, Braun Breaker coming in, Mandy Rose's mind-boggling reign as champion. You know, Toxic Attraction being the attraction. Basically, the only good thing in the women's division. After Io left, he got hurt, then she left, then she now was on the main roster. And Raquel leaving, and a lot of people leaving. You know what I mean? But you know, the rise of Toxic Attraction, the rise of Mandy Rose, who's probably the best thing in NXT right now. You know, Cameron winning the North American title, then losing it to Carmelo Hayes. The tag team division, the Creed brothers, Pretty Deadly, stuff like that. What else did they show? Ciampa and Braun Breaker, stuff like that. The end of NXT UK. Blah, 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 blah. So, some good moments, some bad moments. In between, that's all I gotta say about NXT 2.0. So, it was a pretty good video. Narrated by Shawn Michaels. And, that's it. And we'll see what happens with that. Alright, then we go to Matt. We see Lash Legend in the back getting ready. So she's ready. She's in our next match number 2. Whoops, as whoa. My notes, my mouse went haywire. That's my computer's not working with me right now. Work, damn it. Anyway, all right, match number 2. We have Lash Legend against Fallon, don't call me Dawn Henley. And she comes out with the former NXT UK champions, Jensen and Briggs, who come out with a kid from the Connor's Cure thing. What was his name? I forgot his name. Came out like with a wolf costume. because this month's Connor's Cure Pediatric Month, something like that. So they're doing that, which is great. The whole thing with Connor, that really makes me sad. Because Connor was a great kid. He had a great life. The whole thing with WrestleMania 30, and him beating the crap out of Triple H. That was funny. And then him being at WrestleMania 30 to see Daniel Bryan win the Unified title against Batista, well, beating Hunter, beating Triple H in the first match, then beating Randy Orton, as Monotonous Voice, and Batista to win the Unified belt, and then, him hugging Connor, which is, still probably one of the saddest moments I've seen on pay-per-view, next to Owen Hart's death, of course. But yeah, Connor was a great kid, and it's still, which is great that WWE's still doing this. They're calling it Connor's Cure and everything for pediatric cancer and stuff like that. Going to see the kids who have pediatric cancer, and I mean, I don't. Yeah, it makes me sad to see all these kids, dealing with cancer at a very young age, like 6, 7, 8 years old. I don't know. I think Connor died when he was like 7 or 8, something like that. But it's very sad to see these kids, having to deal with this deadly disease. Fuck cancer, And their parents are just, what are you gonna do? You gotta be in the kid's life until, sadly they, hopefully they live a long life, can beat cancer, but we can't beat cancer. Even if Sleepy Joe Biden signed a thing to, I think it was yesterday or today, about, what was it called? Like Operation Moon something. I forgot what it was called. Basically it's, to find a cure for cancer. Something like that. He wants to end cancer probably by the end of his presidency, which will be in like a year and a half. Because who's coming back in 2024. Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, 2024, it's going to be huge. So, bye-bye to you, Sleepy Joe, and to you, bitch. I mean, Kamala Harris. Bye! If you ain't getting reelected, hopefully not. But I digress. Anyway, but yeah. So Biden wants to do this whole thing. I think, like I said, I forget what it's called, but he wants to find a cure for cancer. Not anytime soon, though, dude. I think he said by 2030. I forget what it was. I wasn't even paying attention, so I could care less. But yeah, I really wish there will be a cure for cancer, so a lot of people will not die from cancer, because I think cancer is like one of the leading causes of death right now, besides people getting shot or killed in natural disasters. But hopefully soon we'll find a lot of cures for a lot of things, like cancer. Well, number one would be cancer. 2 would be AIDS. We don't really talk about AIDS that much anymore. I mean, there's so many new pills coming out for HIV or now it's not even HIV, it's HPV. It's mostly in, homosexuals and really gay people, but mostly guys. But yeah, we kind of turned the corner with AIDS, and there's so many pills that are out now to kind of cure AIDS now. I mean, Magic Johnson's had AIDS for 30 some odd years. And he beat it. Because he's Magic fucking Johnson. I remember when he got AIDS. I was in high school. That's a long time ago. But yeah, I mean, he got it. We all thought, he's gonna die in at least 5 years, next 5 years. And here we are in 2022, Magic Johnson's still alive. A great man. He beat AIDS. Go figure that one out. All the people back in the 90s, not so much. They weren't so lucky. But now that there's so many pills going around, new technology, I think maybe, if we get really lucky, in the next 5 to maybe 10, hopefully not 15 years, there will be a cure for cancer. There will be an actual pill or a shot. That if you have cancer, you get a shot, you take some pills, you'll be fine. But right now we don't have that. Even with all the chemotherapy in the world, you can live a few more years, but then, you'll be clean of cancer, but then it comes right back, you relapse. And then, it could come back meaner than stronger than before and get more chemotherapy, lose more of your hair. It sucks. It just sucks. It doesn't matter what form of cancer you have. You have cancer, you have prostate cancer, breast cancer, dick cancer, throat cancer of, everything almost. Lung cancer. So many different versions of cancer. Brain cancer. I mean, you can die from almost everything. Well, I don't know about prostate cancer or testicular cancer. Those are actually treatable, so as far as I know, but as long as you take care of yourself and as you get older, the possibility of that creeps into your head and everything. I mean, I'm 45. I'll be 46 in December. So, eventually I'm gonna have to get my prostate exam. Get that thing up my what? But I think I have to get screened. I know I'm 40. At 45, you have to get, I think, prostate screening or colon cancer screening. I have to get that. I was supposed to get that way back in 2012, but then Superstorm Sandy hit right before I was actually supposed to go to get my my colonoscopy. I was supposed to drink that shit. I had the thing with me. I was about to do it, and then Superstorm Sandy hit. I was like, well, can't go. I couldn't go because the hospital was all flooded. Especially with the part I had to go to, it was all messed up. I couldn't go. So I was like, fuck it. 10 years later, and eventually I have to go get a colonoscopy. Eventually. Which will not be fun. So you have to drink that shit. Poop all fucking day. Which I do on almost on a daily basis anyway. I fart, once in a while I poop. Whoop. But 24 hours of pooping? And it gets worse. I mean, you have to drink that. You have to drink a little bit of it, then you have to drink a lot of it afterwards. Oh, it's just mind-boggling. I don't want to think about it. Because I know a lot of people have done it. The missus has done it. My parents have done it. It's not a good feeling. And then you go into that fucking thing early in the morning. Then they put you to sleep, to put the thing up your woo-ha! And then in about 45 minutes to about an hour, you wake up and you're like, oh, what the fuck happened? Oh, I'm here. I'm in the hospital. And then you go home, and then it takes a while for you to get back to normal. Not a good feeling. And I'm gonna have to go through that. It's not gonna be good. I'm gonna have to miss about a couple of days of work. Sucks. So, well, not the day before. I can still work, but I have to work very early, only a couple hours, and then I have to drink that shit, and I have to take more shits. I have to be in the bathroom like almost every fucking 5 minutes. Not good. Not good. And then I have to go to bed, and I have to drink water. I can't really eat anything. Sucks! But, yeah. Anyway. We'll move on from there, and let's get away from that, please. I don't want to... I probably made you all puke. Puke! He's gotta puke! So get that. Alright, let's get back to wrestling. Anyway, so we have Lash Legend and Fallon Don't Call Me to the Don Henley. And a ridiculously boring as fuck 2-minute suckfest. So this is your bathroom break of the night. Starts with Last Legend starting Fast and Furious against Fallon. A ram into the apron has Fallon's back in trouble, and they go back inside for an over-the-shoulder backbreaker. That gets broken up, and Henley ducks the pump kick, hits a running knee to face to finish Last Legend off in over 2 minutes, and nobody gave a flying fuck about that. So that's all I got to say about that. So I gave the match 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, after that, we go to the back where we see the beautiful Spanish-Italian women's team of Yulisa Leon and Valentina Varaz, with the big man, Sangha, the actually good one of that tag team, Sangha and Veer. The good one's actually doing something. Veer I don't know where he is. Is he coming again? I don't know. I hope not. But anyway, so we have Sangha, Yulisa Leon, and Valentina Varaz. We see Yulisa Leon coming out of the trainer's room with her legs all in a brace. I think she was on crutches. I think she tore something in her knee, and she's going to be out 9 months. Ooh. Hurts for that team. Sangha then consoles her and Yulisa Leon, and then an angry Von Wagner comes in with Robbie E. They come in. Von Wagner starts ranting and raving. He's like, I don't give a shit about your injury. And then Sangha's like, hey, that's not how we talk to women around here. Show some respect. What's wrong with you? And then they're about to go at it. It's like, and then Von Wagner's like, what did you say? What did you say? And he's like, you heard what I said. And they're about to go at it, and Robbie has to be the peacemaker. It's like, no, not now. Not now. And that's pretty much it. So a fight is teased, but I don't know if they're going to do a match next week. Not that I care. Both guys are going nowhere anyway. But the only good thing about that segment was looking at 2 hot pieces of ash and Yulisa Leon and Valentina Varaz. Caliente. Yes. But I digress. Not as hot as Mandy Rose, Casey Jane, and Gigi Dolan. Sorry. I know the NXT Women's Division has some hot chicks there, like the Keita Leons, and that's basically it. Nothing well, maybe Kiana James, who looks like Tracy Brooks, but other than that, not so much hot, attractive, hot chicks I want to fuck, And plus, you got 20-year-olds like Roxy and Cora Jade. A little bit young for me. But they're legal, but they're a little bit young. As long as they're not only 17, but she's 33. Rock on. Rock on the winger. She's only 17, but she's really 33. But there you go. So, we have that. So, I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Speaking of more women, we go to our next segment. We have Fallon Henley, Brooks Jensen, and Briggs. They're celebrating Fallon Henley's win over Last Legend in the back somewhere. Then they run into 3 hot fuck pieces of ash. Mandy Rose, the Unified Women's Champion, and Gigi Dolan and JC Jane of Toxic Attraction. They come in, and Jensen... What the fuck was wrong with you, dude? Jensen, doesn't really bump into Mandy. He just, looks at Mandy. Oh, shit, it's Mandy Rose. Oh, my God. And then he's like, hi, Mandy. I saw your picture on Instagram. It was very nice. Your titles were very, very nice. And Mandy's like, what? And then she's like, in your dreams, dude. And then Ken's like, you saw me in your dream? I had, Amanda's like, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. No one needs to hear your fucking wet dreams there, Mr. Jensen. No wonder your hand was all messed up because you've been whacking off to Mandy Rose, and probably JC Jane and Gigi. I mean, that's probably how he hurt his hand. He was like, whack it off! Oh, my hand! Like all the trolls that jack off to me. Is your right hand or your left hand broken? Does it hurt a lot? I hope it does. I hope it does. I hope you're in a cast right now. And that's pretty much it. Either your hand hurts or your dick is hurting very hard right now because you're like jacking off so much to me. Just remember to wash your hands and then wash your sheets and then change your shorts. That's it. Make sure you have enough wipes, enough whatever you need to clean up yourself. Or just take a cold shower. You don't need Blue Chew to jack off to me. Or get it hard for me, so I don't give a shit, but that's not weird. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. But whatever. So anyway, so Jensen talks about his wet dreams to Mandy Rose. Mandy doesn't really like that. And then Fallon Henley doesn't think much of what Mandy said to him. She tries to go after Mandy, and then, the boys have to stop her. And then, Casey Jane and, Gigi start mocking her. It's like, oh, you're not gonna do anything. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Man, fuck you. I thought there would be like a Mandy Rose Fallon Henley match coming out of that, but I guess not. And nobody cares if Mandy would have wiped the floor with her anyway. Or either one of Toxic Attraction will just mop the floor with Fallon Henley. But it is what it is. The only good part about that segment was looking at Mandy Rose basically half naked. Jesus Christ. She was in like a tan thing and looked like we could see her camel toe. Good lord. Ugh. And then, looking at Gigi and Casey looking hot as always. Ugh. I'm going to need another pair of shorts after tonight. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. And speaking of Toxic Attraction, why not? We see him once, we see him again. Why not? Alright, so they're in the ring. We don't see the epic freaking entrance. We don't have to see JC getting go, shake those ass and shake those hips. And then Gigi like, ah. And then Mandy just like looking pretty. Damn, why didn't he get with the entrance? Come on, come on, Sean! Come on! So they're in the ring looking hot. And Mandy basically is the front runner of the group talking. She says it's appropriate that they are the featured attraction on the anniversary show. It's been 1 year of Toxic Attraction anyway. And then they promised to keep dominating and brag about all their title wins. Mandy's like, hey, I'll lost half my time, but it's okay. It's still live. We're live. Where are we now? We're at now. What do you mean now? We're at it then. We missed it. But where are we now? Now. We're at now. Everything that's happening now is happening now. What happened to then? We missed it. Why can't we go back? I don't know. You ever watch Spaceballs, you get that reference. Now. What happened to then? You missed it. Who? When? That movie will go down as a fucking cult classic. And if you haven't seen it, what the fuck is wrong with you? Or as Dark Helmet would say to Lone Star, what's with you, man? Oh, you fell for that one too? You blundering idiot! Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so yeah, Mandy's held the belt for about a year now. And, she says that she's going to be the longest reigning NXT Women's Champion in history. You got a long way to go there, Mandy. You got another half a year. You're at 320, so this recording, 320, I believe 323. You're not even close to Asuka's territory. No. You have to go another 100 and almost 190 more days. You have to go another 6 months at most, 6 to 8 months to reach Asuka's level. And you're not going to get there. I'm telling you right now, she is not making it. Why? Guess who comes out? Alba Fire comes out. You know, Kaylee Ray comes out under her new name, Alba Fire. She comes out and says, "Oh, back in Scotland, we don't do that kind of thing." Stuff like that. Basically says Mandy knows nothing about her. That's a lie. She says this bat holds the team. Well, actually, she holds the bat over to JC and Gigi, like holding them off. And then Mandy tries to go after her. She gets hit in the face for her troubles, and then Gigi and JC try to attack her. They get hit with a bat in the stomach. Ow. And Mandy gets the KLR bomb, or the Alba bomb, or whatever you want to call it. The KLR bomb, the Kaylee Ray bomb. She goes up top for the fire Swanton bomb, but Gigi and JC pull her to safety. I mean, really, do we need another Mandy Rose, Kaylee Ray match? We seen that last year when Kaylee Ray was the big thing in NXT when she first debuted, when she was the NXT UK champ, and then she lost it to I think Meiko Satomura, and then she came in, she was like red hot, not no pun intended, but she comes in. You know, Mandy was starting her reign. Kaylee Ray was, going through the entire women's roster. And we all thought that she was going to be the one to beat Mandy for the belt. She was going to get the belt and hold it for a long time. Wrong. Mandy beat her, even though she cheated, but yeah, that was done. I think the first they had 2 matches, I think, and Mandy won both of them. So this is, I think, their 3rd match that's possibly coming up. So now it's just Kaylee Ray under her new name against Mandy Rose. Not a smart move there, Sean. I would have went with Mandy going against Nikita Lyons, who I think is the logical choice to beat Mandy. I mean, who else can beat her now? Do you think it's really gonna be Zoe Stark? No, she lost. I mean, what other face do you have on the roster besides Nikita Lyons? And besides Alba Fire, that's it. Everybody else is like can just get beat. Mandy can beat her in her sleep, naked. She beat me naked in her sleep. Jesus Christ. But I digress. So looking like it's going to be another Mandy Rose, Kaylee Ray feud going on. Why? I don't know. But they got nobody to face Mandy right now. There's no challengers for Mandy right now. Why is Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark a team going after Deanna James and Ariana Grace? Why? Why can't Nikita just beat the fuck out of Zoe, do a little feud with her, get rid of her, and then go right after Mandy? I guess we're going to have to wait till the end of the year maybe, or early next year for Mandy to lose the belt. She's probably going to end, I would say, well, she's getting close to 1 year now. So I think she'll hit 1 year, probably by the end of this year, or early January. And I think by maybe the Royal Rumble or the first NXT pay-per-view event or whatever they're going to do, TakeOver or whatever, I think Mandy will face Nikita, and Nikita is going to win the title, and then Mandy might go back to the main roster by then. I don't know. But there's nobody else besides Nikita Lyons that can beat Mandy Rose. That shows you how much the women's division sucks. I mean, after losing EO, they lost Bayley's gone. Rhea Ripley's gone. Raquel Rodriguez is gone. All the good people they had, gone. And all they got left is Nikita Lyons, Corey Jade, Roxy, Alba Fire, not much more. Unless they give it to Sarray, which is a very big long shot, and already Mandy beat her up. I mean, now they're getting some new women. I was hoping Tiffany Stratton would be one of them. But then again, you never know. It's not going to be Wendy Choo Choo, or Lash Legend, or Kiana James, or Ariana Grace, or any of those other chicks. And it's not going to be what's her name? Sol Ruka, whatever her name is. The surfer chick, not going to be her. Because she's just starting. They're doing vignettes for her. I don't know when she's debuting, but she's going to go through the roster by the time she debuts, probably at the end of the year at most. And if she does get a title shot and Mandy still has a title and she just goes through everybody, even Nikita, come on. I'm going to have a rookie like Sol Ruka beat Mandy? Come on! I mean, really? We're just going to bring over some bitch from the main roster like Alexa Bliss. Not, I should say bitch, but, you know. We're going to bring over Alexa Bliss to come over and beat Mandy. You're going to bring Asuka back to beat Mandy. And then Asuka just stays in NXT. Which would be nice, you know. Oh, I am Asuka. I'm going to get back my title and hold it for another 2.5 years. Ha! Because nobody can beat Asuka in NXT. Ha! That's true. 512 days undefeated. And then she gave up the title because she went to the main roster. They had nothing left for her. She beat everybody. Even that bitch Nia Jax. Twice. Beat Eva Marie. Twice. Good match with Bayley. Good matches with, a lot of good matches, I'll just say that. But then she drops the belt. She didn't really lose the belt. She just gave it. I was like, I don't need title no more. 513 days. No, I don't need it no more. Goes to the main roster. She's still undefeated. Then she loses the fucking Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 32. Why? She just should have been a monster fucking face. Or a heel, really. She's just a monster on the main roster. I'm pretty sure she should have not lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania 32. No. Asuka should have beat Charlotte at WrestleMania 32, won the title, hold it for another few more months. Then what I would have done, because I'm you know, smart in the head. You know, I would have had Asuka go to WrestleMania 33 as the champ, lose to Becky Lynch. That's all. That's what I would do. Or maybe Sasha. Not Charlotte fucking Flair. Not when she was undefeated for almost 1,000 days. Then the official number was like 900 and something. And you make her lose to that fucking bitch. That fucking horseface bitch. Why? That wasn't Hunter's idea. That was Vince McMahon's idea. So blame the old fart that we finally retired. Asuka should have went over 1,000 days undefeated, then finally lose to someone like Sasha, Bayley, or Becky. Not Charlotte. But that's just me. And that's all I gotta say about that. So that's my little bit more of a rant for tonight. Alright. We'll move on from there. Alright, so, like I said, Mandy Rose and Alba Fire again. Well, really, Mandy Rose, Kaylee Ray again. Don't care. Mandy's gonna beat her. Mandy's like the female version of Roman Reigns, just without the other title. And bigger boobs. See, Issa can have Roman, I'll have Asuka, Io, and I'll put Mandy Rose number 3. Or number 4, actually. Gotta put it near Kyrie. Don't forget Kyrie. So I'll put Mandy Rose as number 4 right now. They can't come. They'll never get up to the top 3. Mandy will never even eclipse number 1 right now. Mandy jumped from like way down here all the way up to number 4. She kicked Sasha and a whole bunch of others out. Sorry, Sasha. Still the bus, but you're out of here. Get out of here. Now at a bump down like Charlie Caruso, Kayla Braxton, Trish Stratus, and a few others. Down to the ladder you go. And women I wanna fuck, But Asuka's number 1, Kairi number 2, Io number 3, and then Mandy Rose at number 4. And she knows it and she wants it. So Mandy, you can slide my DMs anytime you want. Same for you, Katie Forbes. But it is what it is. Katie now follows me on Twitter and Instagram. Well, she already followed me on Twitter anyway. Now it's on Instagram. So don't get mad, Rob Van Dam, if your chick is sliding in my DMs. And Chase's too. So, big ups to Chase, by the way. Who met Katie Forbes again at RCW in San Antonio this past weekend. Good stuff. Has a couple videos. Actually, one video up on this channel now, where he gave Katie one of his somebody's shirt. Oh, thank you. I like to give her something. Oh, in my pants. But I digress. We'll move on. All right, getting too weird now. Okay, let's finish this off. All right, so after that, we go to Cora Jade, because it's Generation Jade, and we see a video about, when she came into the company and all the way up to now, with the whole thing with her and Roxy. But before that, we saw, her rise to the company, facing Natalya, and then losing to her, which brought her to the next level. Then she brought in her best friend, Roxy, who wins the breakout tournament. Then they win the tag team titles, and they lose them a week later because Cora Jade turned on her, which I still don't understand why. Now she says the sky's the limit. And she said by this time next year, she will be the face of NXT. We'll see. We'll see. That's all I gotta say about that. And move on. So I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to more women with Wendy Choo-Choo. Ray doesn't think much of that Jade video. Says she may dress weird, but she's still smart. Okay. And then Lash Legend comes in and still mad about losing to Fallon Henley. And she's like, kind of yelling at Wendy. Wendy's starting yelling at her. It's like, I don't give a shit. Woohoo! Just like, shut up, bitches. Get the fuck out of here. Leave me alone. Like, shut up. So it looks like we're going to get a Wendy Choo-Choo Lash Legend match next week, or a feud. I don't give two shits. This is where the show was starting to go really bad. It's even worse. So I gave that segment 2 out of 5 stars. And then we go to the date butt. The date butt of Quincy Elliott, where we've seen the diva. What do they call him? The superstar diva of NXT. This big fat pile of shit. Basically doing the same fucking gimmick as the Velveteen Dream Patrick Clark, who's now in jail. Was about to be in jail. Because he's being arraigned on Monday. Bye-bye! Sucks to be you, Patrick Clark, because your career went pretty quick. And now they just said, hey, Quincy Elliott, or whoever you used to be before you were Quincy Elliott. Hey, why don't you just be a fake-ass fuck fat version of the Velveteen Dream? Quincy Elliott's like, I'll do it. Got nothing else to do. Wasn't he the big O? What was his name? Omari Jones or whatever. I forgot his name. It's someone with an O in it. And then he got his knee injured. I think that's the guy, actually. I think that's what he used to be. That big O guy. Not the other big O that we know in indie wrestling. Or Barry O. One of the greatest jobbers in history next to Barry Horowitz. But I digress. So we got the debut of Quincy Elliott, the superstar diva, or as I call him, the fat version of the Velveteen Dream. So he has a basically squash match, 1 minute 21 seconds against this schmuck named Sean Gallagher. The match was garbage. It was just total fucking garbage, but the fans love the guy. Okay, we just give this fat fuck the Velveteen Dreams gimmick, and then it's like, the fans like, oh man, it's great! This fat fuck, great! Quincy, we love this guy! I don't like him at all. This guy's boring. He's basically the fat version of Velveteen Dream, or a less fat version of Mabel, or King Mabel. Remember that shit? Or Viscera. We don't remember that. Remember when Viscera was like a sex machine and started like grinding on people? I mean, he basically raped Matt Hardy in the ring. I'm not lying about that. Ask Matt Hardy yourself about that. He still has nightmares about that. He even said it on his Twitch channel. I wonder what Rebby Hardy feels about that. I don't think she cares. There's no fat guys raping her. I don't even think you can call it rape with Rebby Hardy, because her legs are open like a 24/7 11. Oops. Sorry, Rebby. That's true. I'm sorry. You may be from Brooklyn, you may be a hot-ass Puerto Rican, but... Close the legs, close the mouth. You have 2 holes, close them. Oh, you have 3, but close 2 of them. I'm just saying. But the way that her and Matt Hardy go, and they're always flirting with each other, God forbid they get number 5. But Matt's loaded with money. He can have like 25 kids. He'll be the next Nick Cannon. Because Nick Cannon has 10 fucking kids. With like 5 or 6 baby mamas. I mean, dude. Have you ever heard of a condom? I mean, seriously, Nick Cannon? I don't care how much money you got. And how many shows you've been on, like America's Got Talent and Wild 'N Out. But your music career and your movie career, I think after you got rid of like Christina Milian, lucky you didn't knock her up. Then you kind of went out with that bitch Kim Kardashian. That didn't last that long. Not that Kim Kardashian's freaking love life lasts that long. I mean, Ray J didn't last that long. Kanye lasted probably the like longest relationship that I know of. She had like 2 kids with him. Then she gets with Pete Davidson. I thought that was gonna last a long time. Nope, lasted a year. Now I don't know if she's going out with anybody, and I personally don't care. Because all the Kardashians are fucking whores. You know, even Caitlyn Jenner, the old Bruce Jenner, she's a whore too. She's a transvestite whore. The entire Jenner Kardashian family, a bunch of fucking whores. Kourtney, Kendall Jenner, Kylie Jenner, whatever the fucking names are, all of them are whores. Fuck them. They all have kids now. I don't give 2 shits. This one's going out with, well, Kourtney went out with Lamar Odom, and now I don't know what's going on with them. I don't really give 2 shits. And then another, what's her, Kourtney, the other one's got another kid. I forget who she's going out with. Actually, no, she's going out with the drummer from Blink-182. What's his name? I can't think of his name off the top of my head. So they're in a nice relationship. They had, I think that, they're married now. They probably have kids. I think Kylie Jenner has a kid, I think, with Tyga, that stupid mumble rapper. Kendall Jenner, I think, is going out with some guy. I think the mother's going out with some guy. Who cares? And Caitlyn Jenner, or Bruce Jenner, Who gives a fuck about that? Who gives a fuck about the Kardashians, really? I mean, seriously. All of them, like I said, all of them are fucking whores. And Nick Cannon used to go out with well, he supposedly he says he dated, Kim Kardashian, didn't last that long. But he went out with Christina Milian, who was hot back in the day. He went out with, a lot of older chicks. We all remember him. He got married to Mariah Carey, knocked her up with twins, and then cheated on. I think he cheated on her or got rid of her. Or Mariah said, "Fuck you, dude." Got rid of her. Then he went out with another chick, and then like a couple years later, he's got 10 fucking kids. I don't know how the fuck he takes care of all those kids. I don't know how. But seriously, Nick Cannon, put a fucking cap on it. Learn how to fucking use a condom when you're with a chick. I mean, come on. It's like every time you're like, Nick Cannon's dating a chick, she gets pregnant, she can't pull out a 2. I mean, seriously, if I had the money that Nick Cannon had, you think I had 10 kids by now? No. And if I was married to Mariah Carey, I'd probably want to shoot myself, first of all. You know what I mean? I mean, back then, Mariah Carey was hot. Now, not so much. Not at all, really. And you know, it's getting to that time when, you know, that fucking stupid fucking Christmas song comes on. And if you've been watching my videos, I actually put up a video on, I think it was on Facebook and Instagram. I think it was around September of this time last year. Just hanging out with the missus, and I had Spotify on, and she's like, "Can you play some Christmas music?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Why?" I go, it's September. She goes, "I don't care. I want to hear some Christmas music. Put it on now." So I go, "Fine. Hear the fucking Christmas music." And the first song that comes on? Mariah fucking Carey. So I just hopped on the fucking phone and taped myself listening to the goddamn song. I wanted to shoot myself in the fucking head repeatedly. That's the worst fucking Christmas song I've ever heard. You know what the best Christmas song ever, ladies and gentlemen? Last Christmas by Wham. George Michael, that great man, you great man up there. The best fucking Christmas song ever is Last Christmas by Wham. And number 2, Run Run Rudolph by Let Me Kill My Surfboard and we play rock and roll. Rock out with your coke out. Alright. There you go. You want some metal Christmas? Then you go pick up a metal Christmas album. Alice Cooper does one. Even Ozzy does one. Ozzy's done a couple. Winter Wonderland with Sharon and Jessica Simpson. I don't know why he did that with her. He did Winter Wonderland, and I think he did Frosty the Snowman. Odd choice. But he's done a couple of Christmas songs. And you thought Ozzy doesn't do Christmas. Well, there are metal Christmas albums out there, and there are some good Christmas versions. Pretty good. Not that great, but I mean, not bad, but I should say. But pretty good Christmas versions of metal versions of Christmas songs you all know and love. So, it doesn't have to always be Mariah fucking Carey. Fuck that fucking whore. And fuck that song, too. Should have never been made. Makes me want to fucking shoot myself every time I goddamn hear it. Especially if I hear it in a fucking store in October. I'm like, it's not Christmas yet! You know, you go to Rite Aid, you go to CVS, they got the Christmas stuff out in October. Like, right before Halloween. I'm like, really? Oh, we gotta get it in before Christmas comes. I'm like, it's not Christmas, it's October. What are we doing here? Oh, we're gonna get the thing early so people can get it early so they don't come in on December 24th. I'm like, yeah, but you don't have to put it on October the 30th? You got Thanksgiving, you got a whole month and a half before Christmas comes. You put this shit up now. I hated that when I was working in retail. I hated it. The freaking Valentine's Day stuff comes out right after New Year's. And then right after, as soon as February 16th hits, February 15th, 16th hits, we got the St. Patrick's Day stuff comes out. And then right even before that's done, the Easter stuff comes out. That's there for about a month or two. And then next you got the summer stuff coming in. That pissed me off. But really, Christmas music should not start until after Thanksgiving, not before. And the ever popular debate of, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? No! Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I don't care what any motherfucker on this website or in general says. Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's based around Christmas. If you think about it, Die Hard 2 is a Christmas movie. Die Hard 2 happened after Die Hard 1. It was basically right after Christmas. Even though Die Hard 1 was basically John McClane going on a Christmas vacation. But it was not on Christmas Day, it was around Christmas, so it technically is not a Christmas movie. Well, anybody who thinks that, you're fucking retarded. You want to watch a Christmas movie? Go watch Home Alone. Go watch It's a Wonderful Life. That's Christmas. Not Die Hard. Or, you want a good Christmas movie, guys? Jingle All the Way! With Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's a Christmas movie. Continue Chopper! No. Now my neck hurts and I got a humongous headache. Anyway, so let's finish off NXT, because I'm getting out of here. I'm tired as fuck. Alright, so Quincy Elliott wins this boring as fuck squash match, his debut, and I didn't give two fucks. Let me move on. Alright. Then we got our good friend Cameron Grimes to the moon. He's ready to fight the D'Angelo family. You know, my good friend Stacks and my cousin. Get in here, my cousin. Hey, Paisan, hey. How you doing, cousin? How you doing? You had a good day? You had a good meal today? Hey, what'd you eat today? Hey, I ate a pizza for $2. There you go. I had chicken tenders and it cost me $0. Hey, what do you mean? Pakayo, fangul, easy. Yeah, he had food for $2. I had it for $0. I got it like that because I'm Mr. VIP and you're not. But I'm the Don. You might be the Don, but I'm better than you and you know it. Because I'm a nice Italian. I'm a fucking sexy Italian. You ain't shit. But I digress. Alright, so anyway, he's in a tag team match with Stacks and Tony D. And he has nobody he can trust. And he doesn't give two shits because I'm going to go to the moon. So I guess we're going to get a handicap match with Tony D and Stacks against Cameron. Or so we thought. But we'll get that. So I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we go to Carmelo Hayes and Crick Williams. They're in the back. They jump Wesley in the locker room. Then he put his head in the locker. Bam! Smash his head right into the locker. So I guess he ain't going to be fighting. Oh well, sucks for you there, Wesley. Should have smoked some more weed before the match. But I digress. So I guess we're gonna get a replacement, obviously. Obviously, we're gonna get a replacement. I thought it was gonna be Von Wagner or Joe Gacy. Wrong. And that's it. Alright, so before that, we go to this tag team match. We got Cameron Grimes by himself against Tony D and Stacks. Wasn't anything to write home about. Starts out with Stacks getting dropped with a running shoulder by Cameron, then a knee to the ribs, does the same. Then get a running kick to the head, the back of the head. So Cameron's on fire, right, to start. Tony D comes in, and then it's basically a 2-on-1. They put Cameron in the corner. He's in trouble, and then out of nowhere, Joe Gacy and the Dyad of the Grizzled Young Veterans, formerly Gibson and Gray, now they're known as Fowler and Lee. The Schism. So Schism comes out. Gacy gets on the apron and he's like, "Tag me, Cameron, tag me!" So Gacy is now is Cameron's partner. Cameron doesn't give two shits. But anyway, Cameron fights out of the corner. Gacy extends his hand for a tag, and Grimes like, "Nah, fuck you." And then Tony D comes back with a suplex for a near fall. Then Cameron backflips out of a move, out of a suplex, staggers into the corner. Gacy just like, "Hey, he's in the corner. Tag." So he comes in on a hot tag, cleans house, but Cameron stops him and starts yelling at him. He's like, "What are you doing, asshole?" And then the D'Angelo family break all that up. But Cameron comes in and hits Tony D with the cave-in. Well, actually, let's take that back. All right, so the family break it up. Tony D gets hit with a cave-in, and Gacy's still a legal man. Hits the handspring lariat on Stacks. 1, 2, 3. Cameron and Joe Gacy get the win in 5.5 minutes. Nothing to write home about, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Excuse me. After the match, Gacy hugs Cameron. Cameron's like, "What the fuck?" He's all confused. Then he's like, "I don't need you." So then Fowler and Lee, the Dyad, jump him from behind. Gacy joins in, a 3-on-1 beatdown. Nobody's there to help him. I'm like, come on. Is this tough love? And then we're gonna then finally Cameron's gonna get it in his head. It's like, "All right, I guess I need you guys." So 3-on-1 beatdown, and then they put the smiley face sticker on his chest. There you go. So I don't know what's gonna happen with this, but I think it's gonna lead to Cameron eventually joining up with Gacy and the Dyad. But I told you that months ago. So it is what it is. So we move on. Alright, then we go to that creepy bastard, J.D. McDonough, or Jordan Devlin. He's getting his beard shaved, so he wants to look nice, I guess. And he's like, "I'm getting my beard shaved because it's a necessity. He's like, I don't like Braun Breaker or Tyler Bate for that matter." And then that's basically it, and he's bleeding. He gets his beard shaved, and he's busted like wide open. It's like he's bleeding from his like size of his face, like a little bit over here. I'm like, damn. This dude has some really good pain toleration. He tolerates pain no matter what it is. Some screws loose in that head there, Jordan. Or JD. And I thought the other JD was weird. Well, he is, but, you know, he fucks his cat. I mean, that's weird. He's a Braves fan. That's even more fucked up. Dude from fucking upstate New York is a Braves fan. Go figure that one out. But to each his own. To each his own, JD. You might be a half game back, but you ain't going anywhere in the win in the playoffs. I don't care. Because I don't think there's anybody gonna beat the Braves, even if it's the fucking Braves. I just don't think the Braves are gonna repeat. I don't think so. So, sorry to be you. You may win the division the way the Mets are going, but I could care less. You're still a prick. Your commentary sucks. You're just an overall egomaniac mark. You fucking mark! Moving on. Alright, so I gave that JD McDonough creepy fuck video 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we get it. Speaking of, Bron Breakker, we get a sit-down interview with the champ, the unified NXT champ. He says he was scared at first after his first match, but the people made him feel at home. After some issues getting there, Braun won the NXT title, which was a big deal to his family, especially to his dad, Rick Steiner, maybe not so much Scott. I think when Scott saw that his nephew won the title, he's like, congratulations there, Braun, well, whatever his real name is, Braun, but you know what, you're still fat! You're fat! You're a son of a bitch, and you're fucking fat. I'll make you bleed. My 33% combined with your 6% gives me a 125% chance of beating your ass. Good old Steiner math. You can't beat it. It's hard to explain, but it's worth it. That should be actually taught in school. That should be your final exam at any major, Ivy League school. Like, you're going to get your doctorate, or not doctorate, but you're at Yale, or you're at Harvard, or you're at Princeton. That should be your final exam, right before you get your diploma. You have to learn how Steiner math works. And if you can't pass that, then I don't even know why you're in college. I got 2 degrees, and I know Steiner math. So, I'm happy. Some of you motherfuckers on this website, you don't even know what Steiner math is. Well, how to equate it? Not that you're good in math anyway. Because you never finished college. Some of you have never finished college. You're just in your late 20s living with your daddy in a retirement home. But I digress. Finish school next time. Then you wouldn't have to live with daddy. And have a shit job. Or not a job at all. Just live with your parents. You never finish college. You live with your parents who are getting older and older and older, and you're just sitting at home doing nothing. Wasting away their money and wasting away the government's money. And chewing your blue chew. But I digress on that. Alright, so we'll move on. Alright, so then he got to induct his dad and his uncle, Rick and Scott, as the Steiner Bros into the Hall of Fame, which was a great honor for him, obviously. Braun says he won the NXT title for the second time, then he beat up a bunch of people to retain it. Ciampa, Tyler Bate to unify the title. So then we'll see we're gonna see what's next for Braun. And I think it's gonna be JD McDonough Part 2. Because speaking of that, but I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Then we hear from the former UK champ, Tyler Bate, who says he respects Braun, but wants a rematch for the NXT title. And that's for JD McDonough. I'm down to fight him to get a title shot. So I guess that's the precursor, I guess. Or they do a triple threat match. But looks like we're going to see Tyler Bate versus JD McDonough, possibly for a number 1 contender's spot to Bron Breakker's title, I guess, at the next TakeOver or the next big show, which will probably be Halloween Havoc. Because we're near October, so we're getting close to Halloween Havoc time, so I would think they were going to do that. So, we'll move on from there. And I guess, like I said, probably going to be Tyler Bate versus JD McDonough, and the winner faces Bron Breakker. I think it's going to be JD McDonough versus Bron Breakker in some type of weird Halloween match. Maybe spin the wheel, make the deal. Because there's going to be at least 2 of them. At least 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Mandy is in a women's title match with spin the wheel, make the deal stipulation. should be a bra and panties match. But I digress. And as for Braun and JD, I would say First Blood, but, you know, we haven't seen those that in a long time. Probably have some type of, like, Halloween hardcore match. I would love to see Barbed Wire, but you know, NXT would not do that because, well, I guess now that Hunter is Sean is in control of NXT, maybe he would think about that. You want to get the fans really involved? You want to get those ratings up, way up? Because they starting to go up now? Close to 700,000 views every week? You want to get it up a little bit more? Put on a fucking Barbed Wire match and make it actually good. Not like Eddie Kingston Jericho, because that match was... It was barbaric, but not good. Make it like... Kind of like what Barbed Wire matches used to be back in the day. Like a CZW... Not even a... Well, kind of like a CZW, ECW type match. With less bombs. It is what it is. And that's it. Speaking of death match, you know, congratulations to the Kirks, Brandon Kirk and his hot wife Casey Catal, or Casey Kirk now. They won the Brandon won the Danny Havoc Memorial death match tournament or whatever it was last night at H2O. What's it called? H2O Death Monday or something like that. Monday Night Death or something like that was called. And then Casey won the what did she win? I think she won the ICW American Deathmatch Championship, beating Alex Colon this past weekend. That's where Mikey Mittens was. And he got hit in the head with a... Ooh. My boy Mikey Mittens, the Interstate Gigolo. Guy's like 20-something years old. I've known him since he was like this tall. Since he was 14. Guy's like 22, 23 years old now. He's like the king of indie wrestling. He goes to all these events, all these indie shows, big in AEW mostly. Mostly goes to a lot of indie shows. But he works with Danny D'Amato, who's his fake dad, who really owes me a job, by the way, there, Danny. Anyway, so he works with ICW, he works with ICW No Holds Barred, really does that shit. And he gets involved in Danny D'Amato's matches here and there. He's gotten hit in the head with a freaking jug of water. You know, one of those things, bam! Then he spears a lot of people through, like, boards. He gets put through boards and tables and, various other shit. Now he's getting hit with light tubes in the back, in the stomach. And then he got lemon juice in his eye by Brandon Kirk at a show. Ugh. But this past weekend took the cake for me. Because he sent me a video from the show he was at. It was in New Jersey. And Brandon Kirk's fighting some black guy. I think I talked about this once earlier this week. Brandon Kirk he had a big thing of light tubes. He was about to hit the guy. Mikey comes in, grabs it, and then he hands it like secretly hands it over to the other guy. Then he's holding Brandon Kirk back, ready for the other guy to hit him in the head with it. But then Brandon Kirk's like, whoop! And then he moves, and then the guy hits Mikey Mittens right in the fucking head with his big bundle of light tubes, and Mikey's like, bleh! Then he showed me the after picture, and it was like busted open a little bit, not too much. I was like, damn, dude, don't you ever fucking learn? I keep telling him he needs the Prophecy's protection, and he's like, oh, you couldn't even save yourself. Dude, I can save myself. I ain't gonna get hit with a fucking light tube. Especially from Brandon Kirk. Fuck that guy. I'll hit him with a Gilmore cutter on top of those fucking light tubes, then take his fucking hot white Casey guitar and show him what a real man is like. Hi, Casey. Don't send it to her. Don't send this video to her because she'll start yelling at me. She might actually hit me with a light tube. But I'll take it like a man. I don't give a shit. I'll take one. It'll hurt like hell. Probably give me a humongous headache. I'll probably be busted open, but it'd be worth it. That's what Mikey does. Mikey takes those light tube shots, and it hurts. Especially you get hit in the head, all that glass and the. If you take it well, you're fine. But you get a little bit of glass in the head, and you gotta get it picked out and shit. Then you're bleeding a little bit. You'll be fine. Depending on how hard you get hit. I mean, you get hit really, really good, you're like split wide open. You're like bleeding like a faucet. But it is what it is. I hit my head one time with a light tube. I didn't like break it or anything, just like bop. Didn't hurt that much. Then my uncle took saying, "Oh, you hit your head." He's like, "You really want to see it hurt?" It's like, "It doesn't hurt." It's like, "What are you doing?" It's like, "Just hit my head. What's the point?" It's like, "You really want it to hurt? You really want it to hurt?" He threatened to hit me over the head with it. Like, okay, I take it back. And God forbid he would, because my uncle was like really strong, and like, bam! The whole freaking floor would have been littered with glass. And I had to clean that up. But my head would have been hurting, and my gun would be like, ah! Give me some stitches! But it is what it is. Alright, so we'll see who Braun Breaker's next opponent is going to be for the NXT title. Probably be JD McDonough or Tyler Bate. Or both. Who knows? Alright, so I gave all that 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, after that, we go to a women's tag team match. Nikita Lyons and Zoe Stark teaming up against Kiana James and Ariana Grace. Or as I call them, Tracy Brooks 2.0, and basically Santino's hot ass daughter. Then they got Nikita Lyons, her thighs can like choke a guy, and choke a guy's dick too. And they get Zoe Stark. That's it. Pretty back and forth match. It ends with Zoe manages to hit the Z360, that flipping knee dingamajig. Hits that on Ariana Grace. Then Nikita does the split splash, 1, 2, 3 to get the win in just over 9 minutes. Match wasn't anything right home about, and I gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. So they may challenge for the women's tag team belts, but you still got Gigi and JC to go through too, who possibly could get their third reign as tag team champions. I hope so. Not that there are any tag teams in NXT anyway. And that's pretty much it. Speaking of tag teams, we go to the parking lot. I think we were at the parking lot. We go to Idris Enofe and Malik Blade. They're happy with not voting for Joe Gacy. And then the Dyad come in, beat the fuck out of them. And then security breaks them up. And then we see somebody in a red hood. Red hood is red shirt. If you follow Adam Sandler. And they're just like standing there. I'm like, who's this red hooded guy? Or girl? I don't know. But anyway, Hank Walker. Who the fuck is this guy? I think he's one of the security guards. He gets told to go back inside because he has a match. I'm like, what? That security guard guy? Gimmick guy? He has a match? Really? Who is this, Rufus? Pretty much. And that's it. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright. Next week, we have a debut of a new superstar. new to NXT, but he came over from NXT UK as Oliver Carter, and now his new name on NXT is Oro Menza. Who are these people? Who are you again? Ah! Yeah, so we're getting some newcomers from NXT UK, just under, I guess, either the same name or new names. Because NXT UK is dead until NXT Europe begins in 2023. Oh yeah, Mandy Rose, when she did that promo, was like, I unified the belt from NXT UK, and I'm the greatest women's champion, and when NXT Europe comes around, I might even go there and dominate that division too. Probably would. I think she would, until she goes to the main roster. I still don't understand why they make NXT Europe with new belts. Go figure. They got rid of they unified the belts, and now they're making new belts. I don't understand. So anyway, so we got Oro Menza debuting next week, and then we got that surfer chick, Sol Ruka, debuting, I don't know when. So a lot of newcomers coming to the new look NXT in the next couple weeks. That's pretty nice. Alright. Speaking of newcomers who had a pretty damn good year, the Aussie himself, I did it. Grayson Waller, I did it. For Bob Saget, I did it. You know, here goes to Eric Lima and the Rant and Rave podcast. Brandon Martin, Jordan Little, Eric Lima, David Bombardier, and Michael Bombardier, sorry, and everybody else on the Rant and Rave podcast this Thursday night on the Brandon Martin channel. Go watch it now. Oh, well, not now. Thursday night. And tell him Peter Gilmore sent you. There's your plug. Anyway, so Grayson Waller is sure that he's going to be voted the biggest star of NXT, but the final four are Toxic Attraction, Nikita Lyons, Carmelo Hayes, and not you, Grayson Waller, is Braun Breaker. So that pissed off Grayson Waller. He goes off on the fans for not voting him because he is the face of NXT. Well, you didn't do it for Bob Saget. I don't know. He should have been up there, at least nominated. But you know he's not going to win anyway. I think he might be. I thought he was going to be the breakout star of NXT. If not Roxy, but. Yeah, well. So I give that, what did I give that? 2.5 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to another ridiculously dumb match. Javier Bernal, that guy, we all know who Javier Bernal is from NXT Level Up. And then he's been losing every week, and then he runs into this Hank Walker security guard guy who's like trying to teach him how to talk to women and this and that. So he takes on this security guard, Hank Walker. We still don't know anything about this guy, but all we know is this is a security guard. He comes out with no music. So basically, like, jobber music. Well, he doesn't have jobber music. Like, remember when the NWO jobber music used to hit when the jobbers came out? That was funny. But he comes out with no music. He's in his street clothes, basically. He's in his security guard outfit. And they have this ridiculous 3-minute match. And the fucking security guard wins the match. With a stupid running elbow. Really? Really? A 1902 running elbow. Okay. I mean, fucking security guard guy has to have a fucking, freaking, you know. You gotta have something to finish the guy off. Oh, why not? I'm only a boom. 1, 2, 3, you win, yay! Come on. If you're a jobber, you need a finisher. I don't care what it is, but not a stupid running elbow or a shoulder tackle or even a big splash. I mean, have an actual finisher like a Gilmore cutter. But don't steal from me. That's copyright. But I digress. So Hank wins the match with his fucking running elbow, 3-minute match, 3.5-minute match, and they're calling it a major upset. What? This match I gave a dud. I gave it 0. Negative 0. Negative infinity 0. Whatever, 0 is not a number, but negative infinity out of 5. Whatever it was. Fuck this match. And fuck both of these guys. This match should have never happened. But I digress. After that, we get a video on some of the cool entrances of NXT. I think the best one is Toxic Attraction. That's just me. Then, like I said, Sol Ruca is coming. In my pants. And we still find out she's still a surfer girl. Alright, after that, we get some of the alumni congratulating NXT 2.0 on its anniversary. We hear from Ciampa. I think Finn Balor. I think Gargano was on that too. But some of the alumni that's nice. Alright, then we find out that Bron Breakker was voted the NXT Superstar of the Year. Rip off. But I digress. Then we move on. Alright, then we go to your main event for the North American title. It was supposed to be Carmelo Hayes and Wes Lee. That obviously did not happen. Hayes and Trick Williams come in, start talking shit, saying, hey, we run over everybody, you know, blah, 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 and stuff like that. And then the lights go out, and then we hear the music of Solo Sikoa. Throw your ones up, because we the ones, like the bloodline, we're the prophecy, and we're still the ones. So Solo Sikoa comes out to a humongous pop. I wonder why. I mean, he's the Usos' cousin. Go figure. And basically he's in the bloodline now. After well, he didn't beat Drew, but still, not a great debut, but still, he's in the bloodline. He's still the one. So anyway, he comes in and says, "Just remember, Carmelo, I have next." So we got a referee out. We have a North American title match. It was a pretty good match. Fans were way into Solo, and they go back and forth on the outside for a little bit. We get near the end of the match. Match lasted exactly 10 minutes. We got a half crab by Carmelo, keeps Sikoa in trouble into a rope break. And then Carmelo tries for a jumping knee, gets blocked. Solo starts hammering away at him. He hits the Samoan drop. And then Trick Williams tries to help out, but he gets knocked out by the big man. And then a swinging rock bottom. I wonder who taught him that. He hits that, which sets up the Superfly Splash. 1, 2, 3. We have a new North American champion in Solo Sikoa. He finally did it. He did it for his cousins, and he did it for the man, our tribal chief. He did it for the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. So the bloodline has even more gold. Holy shit. I think they are the greatest faction in the history of wrestling. Okay, I'll take that back. They are the best faction of the modern era. Not of all time, because we all know who that is. Oh, you thought it was the Horsemen. No! They're good, but not as good as the NWO. In their prime. Back in the early days of the Monday Night Wars. From 96 to 99. They were great. Even the Wolfpack. But right now, I don't even think the NWO could beat the Bloodline. I don't even think Hogan could beat Roman. Roman would just smash that motherfucker. Brother! He probably destroyed Kevin Nash. Really destroyed, the late great Scott Hall. Destroyed X-Pac. And basically everybody that was in the NWO. Even the Giant, even Paul White, the Big Slow. Smash, stack, pin that motherfucker. DDP might give him a run, but... Oh yeah, DDP was in the NWO, don't forget. For a brief period, not too long. Roman and Sting, I think Roman will beat that 62-year-old painted up freak. But I digress. I love Sting, but, it's stink! But it is what it is. So, Solo Sikoa is the new North American champion. And like I said, the Bloodline still the ones. More gold. I would love for Solo Sikoa to come out with the Usos and Roman this Friday on SmackDown with the North American title. That would be fucking epic. So I guess it's going to be between shows now. I don't know what's going to happen with Solo. Or he's just going to win the belt, hold it for maybe a month or two, and then lose it, and then actually be on the main roster. With Roman and his cousins. But I would love to just have the North American title be showcased on SmackDown. Maybe on Raw here and there, but... yeah, showcase the North American title. Why not? Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it, like Paul Stanley says. So we'll see what happens with that. But great ending to that show. In the match, I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars. But all in all, still, you had a good beginning with the cage match with the Creeds and the Yes Boys, and then you had a good ending with Solo Sikoa winning the North American title. But everything else in between is garbage. So I had to give NXT tonight a right down the middle, daddy, like Big Old Fonzo says. 5 out of 10 stars for NXT tonight. And we'll see what happens next week on the program. Oh, by the way, after that, we go to another video narrated by Shawn Michaels. Gives us a voiceover talking about what NXT means to end the show. We see, we say, "We are NXT!" And we see the old NXT 2.0 rainbow logo go bye-bye, and then replaced with the new look. And I have it in the thumbnail. When I finished editing this video, you'll see it. The new look NXT logo. The black and gold is back. Yes. Love it. Because NXT 2.0 was garbage 1 year. And now HBK is at the helm with Bruce, most likely. Because I think half the show is basically Bruce matches, most likely. And HBK signed off on it. Oh, this is good. No. Get Bruce away from NXT. Get him away from WWE permanently. Fire his ass. Fuck him. Just make HBK run the goddamn show. With maybe help from maybe Matt Bloom, Albert, and maybe a couple other people. But get Bruce out of fucking WWE. Get him out of fucking wrestling. Fuck him. And fuck Vince Russo, too. Fuck that motherfucker, bro. But I digress. But the black and gold is back. I can't wait. I am happy to see what HBK's vision of the brand new NXT, or I guess you can call it NXT 3.0, or maybe go revert back to NXT 1.0. I don't know what they're going to call it. But the black and gold looks like it's coming back. Great. Now, I don't know if the ratings will show that. Let's see. I guess we'll have to see tomorrow or Thursday what the ratings will be for tonight's show. Probably won't be that good because it wasn't even a good show. But I guess in the future it'll probably get better because now Hunter's involved. Not with NXT. I mean, he's he does creative, so maybe he has a little bit of input with Shawn. But we'll see if NXT can get back to the glory days from a couple years ago. Get back to around 7, 8, maybe 900,000 views, maybe 1 million if they get lucky, but really put a hurt on Tony Khan. But maybe we'll get back to the war, but it wouldn't be a war. Well, technically it would be still a war. Tuesday night and Wednesday night. Because Friday night is just SmackDown, but there isn't even a war on Friday night because SmackDown just obliterates freaking Rampage. Rampage with 300, 450,000 views. Get rid of Rampage. Put on, if you really want Ring of Honor to be something, make that Friday night. Or put it on YouTube. Get rid of Elevation. Get that shit off. You want Dark? Just have Dark on Tuesdays. And then have Monday be Ring of Honor. I don't understand why, and I kind of agree with Joe Cronin. Why do you have Ring of Honor belts defended on Rampage and Dynamite? Kind of makes no sense. Because they don't have no TV deal. Tony Khan doesn't even own the company 100%. We don't know what's going on with Ring of Honor right now. I mean, you only have really 3 champions that are on TV most of the time. That's Claudio, Wheeler, well, not Wheeler, well, Wheeler Yuta used to be the pure champion, now it's Danny Garcia. And you got Samoa Joe, who's coming back from injury, the TV champ. Mercedes Martinez, I don't know where the hell she is, besides Dark and maybe Elevation at times. That's your women's champion. Go figure. And then you got the 6-man tag team champions, which are Dalton Castle and the Boys. Dalton's a free agent. We don't know what's going to happen with him. If he's going to stay with Ring of Honor, or he's going to go... He can go to Impact. He can go to Japan. He can go... They love him in Japan. He can go to MLW. He can even go to Hunter and Stephanie. I wonder what they'll do with him. But then you're going to have to somehow explain that. It's like, oh, I guess they lost. They just got... The 6-man tag team titles are vacated. We're going to have a tournament. Oh, another tournament. That's why some companies should not have a lot of belts. Ring of Honor is one of them. Because they have the world title, they have the pure title, they have the TV title, the women's title, the 6-man tag team titles. And the TV... Oh, yeah, I didn't mention the TV title. They have 5 or 6 titles. Half of them don't get defended right now. There's basically no Ring of Honor. Should have just died. I just don't understand why Tony Khan even brought it back from the dead. He had 2... Well, you had Final Battle, then they brought it back for Supercard Honor, which was a good pay-per-view. Then Death Before Dishonor, which is good. Now, I don't know what's going to happen now with the next Ring of Honor pay-per-view, if there is one. And if there is one, I hope it's Final Battle in New York. But who knows with Tony Khan these days? He's too focused on fucking CM Punk fucking him over. And MJF just getting lost in the shuffling shit. Sucks to be you, Tony Khan. That's it. Alright, anyway, it's almost 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting out of here. Thank you all for watching. For anybody who did watch, thank you for the free views. Assholes. And, pretty much it. But, to anybody else who did watch for a little bit, or for the entire show, thank you for watching. And, that's all I gotta say about that. So, that's it. So, once again, 5 out of 10 stars for a mediocre 1-year anniversary show for NXT. NXT 2.0 is dead. And the Black and Gold, hopefully, will be coming back maybe next week, or I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. Also, a quick note, I think it's the, let me just check my dates here. The October 10th Raw at Madison Square Garden is going to be the season premiere of Raw. Hopefully we get a new theme. Hopefully. But it's too much to ask. Get rid of that stupid rap song that Raw has out now. Bring back like Nickelback or something like that. By the way, Nickelback has a new song out called San Quentin. Great song. That should be the theme song. Bring back, Burn It to the Ground Tonight by Nickelback. Or bring something back. It looks like some of the themes are changing, and Rhea Ripley has a new theme coming out on Monday by Moses and White. I think it's called, I thought it was Dancing with the Demon, or it's called Demon something. I have to look that up again. But Rhea Ripley's got a new theme song coming out. That's good. Certain other people coming out with new themes. I mean, Judgment Day has a new theme out now. So, Hunter's getting back to the rock and roll themes. There you go, Hunter. There you go. Give us some more fucking rock and roll themes. Get rid of this fucking CGI, whatever the fuck it is shit. Give me some good themes, god damn it. Especially for Raw and SmackDown and NXT. NXT's theme is garbage. And now that NXT 2.0 is dead, we're not here. Down South Slam, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Get out of here. Give me back Slipknot. Or maybe Black Label Society were in this moment. But give me something good. Give me some new themes. I'm getting sick and tired of Down South Slang sucks, period. The Raw theme, garbage. I'll keep AC/DC on SmackDown. I actually like that song. I like AC/DC. Who doesn't? And if you don't, fuck you. But give me something good. Give me some good theme songs for Raw. Especially, I guess they'll keep this stupid fucking rap song until the season premiere. So I have to hear it for another month or so. Or actually, another couple weeks. And then hopefully by the time that Raw comes around, October the 10th in MSG, we'll have a new theme song, hopefully a good one. Maybe a new stage, because usually we get new stages with every year or two with Raw, or every couple years with Raw and SmackDown. I don't think SmackDown should change its theme. I just keep it that way. But that's not up to me. That's up to Hunter and Fox and whoever, I guess. But if you want to change SmackDown, then change it to a different AC/DC song. I don't know what song. Maybe Hell's Bells. Maybe, I don't know. Something good that'll make you like yeah, SmackDown's on. I love this theme. You know, when SmackDown used to have Know Your Enemy by Green Day, they had Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson. Even the one during the Ruthless Aggression era, I don't know who sings that. I thought it was Saliva, but it's not. That's a good theme. Raw had some great themes, Unit Underground with the Attitude Era, Move to the Music thing. Then they had Burn It to the Ground by Nickelback, To Be Loved by Papa Roach. And then it just got ridiculous with the stupid fucking rap. But hopefully now that Hunter and Stephanie are in charge, and Shawn Michaels is there with NXT, we'll get back to some good fucking theme songs and entrance music. Not this bullshit that we have out now. But we have to see what happens. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. So, thank you all for watching. Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your Kokut. And if you're not down with that, you sons of bitches, you know who you guys are. You know who you are. Keep masturbating. Keep rotating on all our cocks. Especially mine. Because that's all you do is masturbate to me and continue to put my name in your mouth. But it is what it is. I don't give two shits about you anymore, dude. I don't care about you motherfuckers anymore. You can talk about me all you want. I'm not going to give two shits. That's all I got to say about that. I'm going to enjoy my life and not care about assholes on fucking YouTube that basically get no views. I don't care. And if you don't like me talking about you, then too bad. Deal with it, bitch. And that's all I got to say about that. So, if you're not down with that, you're not down with the prophecy, the greatest thing since sliced bread. Not as great as the Bloodline, and not as great as Roman Reigns, but pretty close. But like the Bloodline, we the ones. So throw your ones up in the air, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that bell to death, and just remember, you're not down with us. You're not down with the prophecy. Well, fuck you, because we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Enjoy the rest of your late Tuesday. Hope you have a great Wednesday. I will be back tomorrow with my Dynamite review from Albany, New York. We got the semifinals of the World Title Tournament. We got Jericho and Sammy Guevara. Actually, Moxley and Sammy Guevara, I should say. And we got Jericho, Bryan Danielson 3. See who goes to the finals for Grand Slam next week in Queens, New York City at Arthur Ashe Hall Stadium. So see who goes to the finals and wins the interim AEW World Title. And we'll see what else happens on Dynamite tomorrow night from Albany, New York. And we'll see what happens with that. And that's all I gotta say about that. No BTE this week because sucks. As the Bucks and Brandon Cutler and everybody else has been on BTE. They're on hiatus for we don't know how long. I said it might be till Monday, but I guess we'll have to see Monday if there's a new BTE. If not, then I guess we'll have to see when the Bucks and Brandon Cutler and Kenny come back to YouTube, if at all. I think they're still on Twitter because they're doing a lot of stuff on Twitter. Why not? Kenny's in Japan doing some stuff with video games. So I don't know when Kenny and the Bucks are coming back from the suspension. I don't know how long the suspension is anyway, but we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully we get Adam Cole baby back on TV. I think AEW needs Adam Cole more than they need MJF right now. But I digress. And that's it. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gomez signing off. Until next time. Fuck you and peace.